Something else I've learned recently too, we truly learn who we are when we make mistakes. If we're perfect all the time, then we never have to change. We never have to, metamorphose into something more beautiful because everything is just smooth sailing. But that's not life. Being able to accept our mistakes, face them, that is where we truly change for the good. Hey everybody, this is my 7.5 month update. Yeah, it has been an eventful week. We took Ryu to have her MRI done. The vet was sick, or the neurologist was sick, so they had like an intern do it, which is fine, but we haven't seen the radiology report and the neurologist is still sick, so they haven't looked at it yet. So as of right now, we still don't know what the plan is. We do know that from what we read, there is some intervertebral disc disease. It's called DDD in humans, degenerative disc disease. A few of you have mentioned the doggy chiropractor. I 100% am going to take your guys' advice on that. I actually found one here in town. I'm going to wait till we get the information back from the MRI and then do it. The reason I started off with this long dog story, I struggled last week. It's confession time. I ended up having 3 off carnivore meals within a 9-day window. My amount of stress I can deal with, the anxiety and stuff I can tolerate is so much higher than it was. There is something about seeing my dogs hurt and feeling helpless that I still am struggling with. I am not perfect. I have never pretended to be. I have fallen many a times on this 7.5 months. And I know in the future I probably will as well. I'm not perfect. But getting back up and moving forward, trying to figure out why, understanding it, and rooting the problem out are the steps that I am in the progress of doing for myself. And I feel like the first thing is admitting it. To you guys, to myself. Scott showed me something today. He printed it off and showed me how many times since doing carnivore that we have had a burger and fries. And honestly, it was shocking to me. In my head, I'm like, oh, maybe twice, 3 times a month, maybe. Because I haven't had cake. I will definitely say I'm very proud of myself. I haven't had cake. We haven't gone to the cake store. I haven't had any binges. But I'm also in the back of my mind, and I guess the front of my mind, beating myself up of why have you not made more progress, Amanda? Yes, I know the weight will come off when it's supposed to, except when Scott showed me this, it came to my realization that I have been self-sabotaging myself, not frequently, well, except recently, but the small little things, these small little off-meal carb intakes have absolutely slowed my progress, and it's slowly eroded my integrity to myself. I appreciate you guys, but I have found that having this integrity is about me and how I view myself, not how you guys view me. So part of this is to, one, be authentic and honest with you, but the biggest part is to restore my integrity to myself by looking at this and admitting it. Also, look at how far I have gotten with these cheat meals. I hate calling it that, but these off carnivore meals. I have made huge strides. This also tells me perfection is not necessary. We should not aim not to be perfect, but we also shouldn't strive to, we have to be perfect or we're going to fail. Because I've kind of failed upwards if you viewed it like that. I've still lost weight. Yeah, I could have lost more. But I think the biggest change for this is seeing it on a piece of paper and understanding, okay, Amanda, this is actually why you've had these periods of you've not really lost much, or like this week, technically I gained 2 pounds. I'm 269. In my defense though, I am also on my period and I know that's going to mess with my weight. Plus 9 days, 3 meals of carbs, burger and fries specifically. It's going to do it, right? So I tell you all this also because do not lose hope. 7.5 months ago, 360 pounds, unable to walk, to now 2.5, 3.5 miles. We're walking the dogs every day. Don't see these things as failures. I myself still have to continue to work on this, and it's a journey. I am not perfect. I am going to, as I said before, stumble. And that's okay. We're all human. Just so you guys know, that is the dog snoring. Well, it's Rosie. Anytime you watch a video and you hear a dog snore, it's always Rosie. After she's had a walk, she's real tired. And she's 12, so she gets to snore and I don't interrupt her. Anyways, that has helped having my journal with all of my non-scale victories in it. This has been a huge help. I've been trying to look at it more recently, especially when I feel down. Because as I said, yes, my number may have changed or not changed, but that's okay. The fact that I got in the car the other day and was like, one click the seatbelt. You know, this shirt's just slightly looser, even though technically I gained 2 pounds and it's probably fluid.
Oh, I was just going to say that, like, there's sometimes where I've got this perfect plan and it doesn't go according to the perfect plan at the gate. I'm like, well, screw it, the whole plan's messed up. Instead of just like, okay, I can adjust a little bit and the rest of the plan's okay. So there's some people that, like, they try to lose weight and then they screw up the first week and they realize that, well, your plan's for your wife, not for the first week to go perfect. That's kind of like what I'm getting at with the burgers. Okay, yeah, it didn't go according to plan. It's okay. Move on. The plan is still to lose weight and be healthy.
Don't let 1 meal, 2 meals, 3 meals, whatever the number is, do not let it deter you from doing this, whether you're doing carnivore, low carb, keto, or whatever it is you are doing. That one choice does not dictate the entire future, because if it did, I would have been screwed a long time ago. As long as you're making more good choices, or more choices, I shouldn't even say good or bad, but more choices heading the direction you want to go versus from heading away, you will inch by inch get there. The more choices aimed at that goal, the faster you're going to get there. Do not let something like falling off, eating bad, deter you from this diet. Because had I succumbed to that, I would have stopped 6 weeks in probably. Because I know if I look back, I can't remember exactly, I probably had at least 2 meals off carnivore, probably. Again, I'm not perfect and I don't want anybody to think I am. So don't feel bad if you haven't told anybody, but you've had something off carnivore, off meal. Let me be the first to tell you, it is okay. Forgive yourself, understand why you did it, try to pick at it and dig that root out. And I think the biggest thing to take out of it is understanding. Eating this week, I've had ribeyes, because I believe it was Thursday, the day we took Ryu to do her MRI, that I ate my burger and fries. And then I had just been doing OMAD, 1 meal a day, ribeyes since then. Yeah.
Ribeyes are the best for getting back on track.
They are. They are expensive. Like, I know a lot of you, including us, have we not had so many ribeyes from when our deep freezers went out a couple years ago. We couldn't afford to eat it as often as we do. But for myself, I find it is like that or chicken wings are the best thing I can do to get me back on track. As far as exercise this week, Scott and I worked out just a little bit. I have been working on doing the elliptical. We've been walking every day. Here is the week non-skill victory, whoop whoop, we are now driving to trails, going adventuring and exploring. That is my all-time favorite. I love video games that are exploring and learning and seeing new things. So the fact that now, instead of just doing it in a video game, we get to do it in real life because I can do it. I can walk. Even Rosie, who's 12, she's gotten her booty in better shape and she can make it and walk just as long as I can. So,
mud magnet.
What?
She's a mud magnet.
She is a mud magnet. I mean, she's half black lab and chow, so she a big girl. She's not overweight, but she's just a bigger dog. So when she walks in mud piles or the mud puddles, she slops it all over herself. She's great about that. Anyways, so yeah, that has been my 7.5 month update. We are working on doing recipe videos specifically for all the recipes. So those of you that don't want to do Discord or just want to be able to watch start to finish with it, Scott and I over the next couple weeks are doing that. And if you guys have any other great ideas or videos that you think you would like for me to do, just check them in the comments. I'm a little behind on responding to them. I'm getting so many, I may not be able to continue to respond to every single one, but I do read them. Even if I don't get to them, I do read your guys' comments and I appreciate every single one of you so very much. Anyways, I will talk to you soon. Bye.